What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another video, and this is going to be my prediction video for the league championship series in the baseball playoffs. First, we're going to start off with the American League Championship Series. The Yankees going against the Astros. Remember, the Yankees coming off the big upset. 5-game victory over the number one seed and the former best team in baseball, the Cleveland Indians, and then the Houston coming off of a 4-game series victory over the Boston Red Sox. Although I think the Yankees, the League Championship Series are a 7-game series, although I know the Yankees will put up a fight in this series. I mean, when you look at the pitching, you have to go with Houston. When you go with look at the lineups. I mean, of course you have Judge and Gregorius and Gardner and all them on the other side, but you got a youth movement on the other side. You got Jose, Jose Altuve. You got Carlos Correa. All those guys playing at a high level, so young. I mean, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with for years to come. These Yankees are too. I mean, this might be the start of a rivalry. You know, a rivalry in the future. It's tough to pick, man. This series is really tough to pick. I don't know. I was kind of leaning toward the Astros at first. They do have home field advantage. That's going to be key. And then plus, Houston will be out there representing strong for their team. You know what? I think it's going to be a 7-game series. It's going to be all seven. It's going to be a 7-game series. All 7 games will be won by the home team. So I got the Astros in 7, winning all the home games. I got New York winning their home games in the Bronx, and I got the Astros in 7, and the Astros from represent the American League in the ALCS. Houston strong. Next, we got the NLCS. You got the Cubs coming off of a bizarre Game 5 victory over the Washington Nationals to eliminate them. And then you have the Los Angeles Dodgers, who got rid of the Arizona Diamondbacks in 4 games. First, we're going to start with the Dodgers, who got off on a torrid pace. I mean, these guys were the Indians before the Indians, this season. Winning 18 to 20 games. I mean, establishing so big of a lead in the beginning of the season that their tailspin at the end, like losing like 20 of their last 24, and they still somehow got to first place. I mean, they had a horrible end to the season. August and September were really brutal to the Dodgers, and then you had Arizona and you had Colorado, all in the NL West, still trying to scratch and claw and chase them all the way back, but they still came up like 5-10 games short. I mean, the Dodgers were just that damn good in the beginning, to where it really didn't matter. It really didn't matter. I mean, the Dodgers still had a comfortable lead. Then you had the Cubs, the defending world champions, who stayed alive again in that wacky Game 5 against the Nationals. The gritty squad from last year, basically same squad. Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, Arrieta, Lester, Wade Davis, the closer now. Like I said, former KC Royal. I know him. It's my dude. And all the Contreras throwing out guys, from the catcher's position. I mean, this team, they're poised to make another run. I think this is the Chicago window right here, and they say like a good contending team has maybe 3 or 4 years in a window. I don't know which year this will be for the Cubs. Maybe this is the second. Maybe this is the third year, because the first year they got to the LCS, they lost, and then last year they won the championship. You know, this is their third year. We'll see what happens with this one. This is going to be a tough series either way. And the Dodgers the Dodgers have the same postseason history as the Nationals do. I mean, not to mention last year, I think the Dodgers were up in the series at one point, but then the Cubs came back, and they made the National League Championship Series last year, and the Cubs came back and beat the Nationals out. Beat the Dodgers after the Dodgers had a lead in the series. I think Kenley Jansen collapsed. You know, Clayton Kershaw's postseason struggles, especially when the games get tight. It's a tough pick for this one. I don't know, man. Ultimately, I have to go with the world champs. I gotta go with them. I mean, they're the world champs until somebody beats them. And, you know, watching, it looked like there were going to be the same old Cubs when they lost Game 4 to the Nationals. I mean, the Cubs in Game 4 had the same mistakes that the Nationals were having in Game 5. You know, pass balls, the balls thrown around and stuff, and then pitchers couldn't get guys out at crucial spots. I mean, I thought those was going to be same old Cubs, but they bounced back and they win Game 5 in Washington. You know, that's a signature win for a team. You know, when you can win on the road in a high pressure situation. You know, everyone's against you. I mean, man, that was an incredible victory, and I think they can ride it, man. I think they can ride it. I mean, I think that they can get games 1, 2, or 5 in L.A. I think they can get 1, 2, or 5 in L.A. I mean, like I said, the Clayton Kershaw's postseason struggles, they might be able to get to him in Game 1 if he goes Game 1. You know, Cubs got to fix their bullpen. We'll see what happens with that. I just don't trust the Dodgers. I just don't trust the Dodgers, man. I don't. You know, they thought this was the Nationals year. Look what happened. So why should I change about the Dodgers? Like I said, I think the Cubs can get games 1, 2, or 5 in L.A. I think they can win their home games. I think the Cubs can win their home games. That's right. I got the Cubs repeating as National League champions and getting back to the World Series. Cubs in 6. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Let me know the two teams that you think is going to represent in the World Series, man. Thank you guys for watching. I wish y'all nothing but positive vibes only, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.